Upgrades.
Hey, it's Jorge from TeamJVS, giving you another Fantastic Fest exclusive. This one is called BUNNYHOOD, and this one was just a trip. The synopsis of this is basically what could possibly be more important than feeding your daughter. This movie was shown at Fantastic Fest. It also premiered, I believe, at the Cannes Film Festival earlier this year. So you have, there's been a couple of festivals that have picked this up. This movie was a trip. And that's probably the easiest way that I could explain it. Without getting into too much detail, this animated movie, which first of all, the animation is just so wild and out there and just not, it's not your usual animation. So it jumps out at you very, very harshly, I guess would probably be the best way I can put it. But it's a story about kind of having a girl and her trust issues. And anyone who's a parent, sometimes you can't tell your kids the full grasp of what's happening, and you almost have to give it to them in bite-sized pieces, without fully giving them the whole truth. And I think this movie encompasses that very well. There's a couple scenes in here where it's just, you truly feel the tension that the girl is feeling and the fear that she's feeling when she's going into one of these buildings, and just everything that's happening. It's very raw in the sense that you genuinely feel what's happening. I think the problem with this, animated film and the way that it was done was it felt a little too chaotic. And I think the actual animation takes away a little bit of the storyline, because I kept focusing on the animation instead of the actual story. This is one of those animated films where, I'm pretty sure if you were like doing shrooms or something, it would probably be fascinating. But overall, this was one of those where, in terms of how I liked it was a unique storyline, and they depicted very cool anxieties, but at the same time, I think the animation kind of took me away from it. And I think some people may enjoy the animation. It was just it was a little too raw for me. Which I think, just maybe over time they can refine it, or they can do something with it. But it felt complete while yet feeling very raw and not completed. But overall, this was one of those very unique animated films, which you always get. If I had to rate this from 1 to 10, this one will probably be like a solid 5. Like if it's on in the background, I could see someone watching it. It's not something that I think me personally, I would go out of my way to go watch it. But in terms of, if you want to see something real trippy, this one would check that box. But yeah, but as always, let me know what you guys thought. Let me know if you guys have catched this, either at Cannes or in the UK. It's already premiered. And obviously it had its premiere here at Fantastic Fest. But let me know if you guys were able to see this. BUNNYHOOD, once again, probably give this a 5 out of 10. Very intriguing story, but crazy animation that kind of took me away from it a little bit. But overall, definitely would love to hear your guys' take on it. But as always, this is Jorge with TeamJVS, and we'll see you next time. Peace.